I saw those boxes that has flavors, a lot of flavors, which caught my attention, and looks so yummy. Hello mga pangga, good day. And before I gonna start this video, I would like to tell you a bit story about my ignorance when I was 22 years old, way back when I was staying at Baguio City. Since 2003 to 2011, back and forth to Pangasinan and Manila also. So this is just my ignorance. When I was 22 years old, I went to the mall and I find the Watson. I went to the department of where I can buy my hair care, and then when I got that, I went to the cashier and I saw those boxes that has flavors, a lot of flavors, which caught my attention, and looks so yummy. Like there is chocolate, banana, apple, cherry, strawberry, and many flavors that was in there, placed over the counter, nearby on the cashier area. So I just look up and I wanna pick one because I wanna try how it tastes like, because I gonna eat it. And then one of my friend came by and then she asked me, oh, what did you buy? I said I'm gonna buy this for my hair, and I wanted to try this candy, which one is taste good. She says, huh? She says, yes, I wanna buy this candy, I wanna get one. He says, no, that's not candy. I says, what it is then? She says, that is condom. Really? I said, really? Yeah, because I was shocked, because I never thought that was condom was being sold over the counter, or just only on the area where you can just pick. So, and I never seen condom before also. So I'm sorry to say this, but yeah. And then she says, yes, that is condom. I said, oh my god, I'm sorry, I didn't know. So when I came to my work the next day, they were just laugh at me because they talk about that. So anyway, that just only my ignorance. Let's move forward mga pangga, and let's uncover the reasons why many of our fellow Filipino men, who are just run away from the responsibility or not taking care of their family, from the other family or on their own family. So let's uncover these things for you. So here is one of the reason why. As I mentioned before when on my previous vlog, that the reason why of having more single mom, here in the Philippines is because of the adolescenthood, where they are not being having the sexuality education, where they have the early pregnancy. So this is the reason why I also talk about the condom, because even in my 22 years old, I don't know, right? I was ignorant when I was 22 years old, even 25. I didn't see that in reality. So that is also, and even the contraceptive, it was being taught when I got have my son, my baby, because I was that time I was really scared of giving birth, or just being pregnant again to the man being with me, my partner before. So I don't like, so I that is the time that I was talking with people, with the same woman, about the contraceptive, because I really don't know. So yes, and then that is the reason why also these men, Filipino men, who are really young to taking care of the responsibility. They don't know on how to take care, how to feed them, because eventually here in the Philippines, if you just you don't know, of course, but mostly here in the Philippines, opportunity becomes more given to the woman. There's a lot of job opportunity here in the Philippines for a woman than to a man, and plus from the woman to the woman, they have a lot of, like, they so-called diskarte sa buhay. So what is it that means? So that means that woman can easily find a way to make money, anything under the sun, as in they are giving everything what they can give as long as they can feed their family or children. So for the men, of course, when you are young, you don't know how to feed your children. How could you become responsible if you are being a father in your 17 years old, 18 years old, right? So that is also one thing. And once the family, or once the children's getting hungry or got hungry, so now the woman is finding their way to get out from that family, from that man. They are just run away because they cannot take that their children could be hungry. So they are the one finding their way to make money to feed their children. So that is also the bad way or the bad side of this country, of why men not taking care of their children. So the next reason is, since sometimes a woman ran away from the man, now of course they will be a single ma'am. Now this man could probably find another woman, because in their young age, of course, you cannot just like take living by yourself, right? But eventually you can find someone who fit for you again, and then you fall in love, and then of course you're gonna have your another relationship, and then this man of course can have another family. Now growing up, or like in their mid age, they are going to find a job for their own family, this current family. So now the second problem of this man is, when they got the job, especially when they were in a area where they could have 200 to 300 pesos a day, or let's say minimum wage 570 a day, and you are living in Manila area. So now you have two families from the first family, and now in your current family. So now to the foreigners, this could be the opening of your eye why this man couldn't bear to be responsible to feed their family. And sometimes the other woman, the other family, the first family, could bear. Of course, the children could sacrifice, not being fed or not being supported by the father, because the father now is focusing on their current family. So I'm not into this men side. I'm not also against them. I am just only in a neutral way, where I can just only tell you why, the reasons why most men in an average income earners, I'm not saying the high earners, because they could really sustain or support their family, whoever, whatever it is, they can support because they have more or enough funds, they have enough money to feed their children. But these people that I am telling you is for those who are average earner, or lower earner. And I am salute to those men who are responsible enough. I am salute you guys, really, because I understand how to budget the money, because I came from the bottom up to the middle. So I understand how the money goes, how the money being spent, how the expenses, the cost of living here in the Philippines, how the salaries of the lower and the higher earner, or the average earner. So I really understand. So what my thing here is just to show you to the this is for the foreign guys also, because most of the time this is what they asked. Why these men, most men, and sometimes it's shameful to hear that, because this is your fellow men. These men, Filipino men, don't support their children, and there are a lot of single mom. But this kind of scenario here in the Philippines is there are a lot of reasons, different reasons behind it. So okay, let's go back to our topic. So these men who have now the current relationship or children or child, now they are going to work. They have their salary of 570 pesos a day. And then, okay, let's say he has wife, one children, just let's say one children, and then he has another family on the first one. Now for 570, let's say in 15 days, how much he can get? Like 7,500. Then how much you can budget the 7,500 in 15 days? Okay, let's say calculate. You have to pay your bills. For example, he is living with the current family. Like 3,500, it's a very small place in a squatter area. Very small. Let's say 5,000. It's still small. So 5,000, just pay the rent. How about the food? How much is the 1 kilo of even galunggong here? That's fish, galunggong. How much is a kilo? It's 200 something. How much is the kilo of the meat? For the pork, it's 380 pesos right now. So how about the other seasoning, the other vegetables? Just only for 1 kilo. How many days you have to eat in a day? How many you are? You have to buy the rice. So, okay, for the food, how much is the food allowance you have to? And how about your transportation allowance to go to your workplace? How about some other expenses? How about if your children got sick or your child got sick? How can you budget that money, and then how can you give some other money to support the other children from the different family? Now, here is the thing. If in this country could have more than 570, the 570 is just only how many hours in the US? This is a day already. How much is the salary from the other country? And the cost of living here is not much to your salary also. I understand these things. And my thing is, this is what happening here in the Philippines, and this is what you should have to see. Why there are many Filipinos who doesn't support their family, and this in the single mom is the one who bear all the responsibility, and it's so sad, very sad because they are the one who sacrificed a lot. They sacrifice, they become a mother and a father of their children. And it's not an excuse, men, fellow Filipino men. It's not an excuse that you have the 570 pesos per day to support your children. First of all, before you bang the woman, before you make the baby, you should have to think your responsibility first. Before you make a decision of having your another family, you should have to think if you are able to sustain or support them, feed them, give them their needs. It's not just like being selfish because you want. And you know who was the one suffering? The mother in the child or the children. And this is the bad thing here in the Philippines about this Filipino men. And so maybe I can it could be not be the problem if also this country has enough salary to give to their Filipinos as their wages in working. So yeah, this is all the reason why most Filipino men on the average, I'm talking about the average earner and the lower earner, that didn't support their children because of these things. I hope this video could help you to understand and knows why the reasons behind of this country having this kind of situation, like most men here from the average earner didn't support their children, but it's not an excuse anymore. So that's all mga pangga, and I hope you learned from my from this video. I hope that I give you the significant information about why Filipino men who are just abandoned or not supporting their children from the other family or on their current family. So that's all mga pangga, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thank you so much. So whatever you your question is, what you wanted to know, anything, just please comment down below and I can probably check on that. And whatever your thoughts, you can also comment down below. And thank you so much for sharing also your suggestion if you have. So I would be thankful and grateful about that, and I hope to see you on my next video mga pangga. Thank you, and